All right, welcome back to day 3 of the Track 1 Camaro build by Ride Tech here at Smitty's Custom Auto in Tiffin, Ohio. At this point, we have a running, driving car. It kind of looks like a dune buggy, but we are very close to having a car that we can put on the ground, put wheels and tires on, spark it, and drive it around a little if we wanted to. With that said, there's still a lot of work ahead. There's still a lot of installations to show you and a lot of opportunities to walk through this car with us and see what all makes it tick. Before we go any further, I just want to say that we all kind of came together to build a car to run at Good Guys Autocross. The way it's ended up is we have a really nice hot rod coming together. I can't stress enough how cool this car looks with the PPG stealth gray paint and the stainless steel tiger cage in contrast to the paint and the 2 sets of wheels that each give their own personality to the car. The SDPC Race Shop LS7 engine looks really mean. All the black powder coated and painted parts, again, in contrast to that
it's gonna hook
PPG stealth gray. This is going to be a really high quality, great looking hot rod in addition to being a very fast beast of a car. So yeah, we have chassis done, the drivetrain installation done, a lot of the wiring done, including all the wiring associated with the Holley Dominator EFI. That comes with a dedicated harness that really is as close to plug and play as you can get for a product that gets installed in a wide variety of cars. There's still lots of wiring to do, and then the decisions that have to be made in terms of integrating the Holley Dominator EFI with the smart wire system from Race Pack, it's good that we've made it this far. So, Smitty, where are you at?
Chaos. We're going to do a quick overview on the car so we can keep moving along here. We'll just kind of start and run through where we're at. We've got the vintage air condensers mounted, and it's ready to be plumbed. The CNR radiators in it. They just delivered antifreeze. We'll fill it up with antifreeze here after we get the vintage air lines on it. We've primed the motor last night, so we pulled the dry sump belt off, primed the oil. So the Skog & Dickey Race Shop motor is primed. It's got oil pressure. It's ready to go. We're down to, we got to run the breather AN line on the engine, and it's all plumbed and ready to go. We got the Spectre air intake tube mounted and the air filter installed. So basically everything on the motor is ready to go. We're not too far from starting it. We had a little snow last night, so we'll see if the overnight gods bring us a couple missing fittings for us to complete what we need. So. Did the
Spectre air intake come bent as shown, or is this something that came as a kit that you then fabricated and welded and put together?
They're universal parts that you put together and weld it or clamp it. Later today, we'll do a quick little run through of the cool pieces they have to show you how to build an air intake yourself.
Yeah, I'm particularly curious about the air intake in relation with that big throttle body.
Yep. Tony's putting the last ends on the brake lines. We had to overnight in a couple of fittings, and we broke our flaring tool yesterday, so we called our friends at Summit and hit the red label button, and they guaranteed us some parts today, so we got about an hour's worth of brake lines to finish up, and that'll be done too.
All right. What else?
The vintage air box is about ready to go in the car. The Bowler transmission you see still doesn't have his cover on him, but it's all wired up now. We got to put a couple of speed inputs into the Holley box yet to tie into the Instinct shock program. So all in all, it's coming along really well. Guys are in the back, run the fuel line.
So if we have fuel line run, and a lot of the wiring done, we pretty much can fire this thing this afternoon?
Possibly. We're missing a fitting that the UPS gods have to bring us yet.
All right. So it's under the gun. We definitely need that in order to be able to make some noise.
The Rick's tank's installed. They're, like I said, they're starting to run the fuel line. We cut the package tray for the Kicker 6x9 speakers. The Optima battery's ready to go in the Schwartz battery tray. All in all, it's moving along really well.
So we can talk more about the stereo later on?
Yes, this afternoon we'll do some better updates, but you know, right now we need to focus on keeping moving on.
Yeah, we're a little behind schedule, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, later on we'll talk about the Kicker Audio, the Vintage Air AC, a little bit more about the Spectre Air Intake, the Holly EFI, and then last but not least, cross your fingers because we want to go and fire this SPDC Race Shop LS7 engine later on this afternoon. So that's it for now. Check back later on, and we'll show you all those updates and more, probably around 2 p.m. We'll see how it goes. It might be 3 p.m. Thanks for checking in, and talk to you later.